Yes, digital product family, I hope you guys are well. Guys, we're back with another one, a pet portrait one, a funny one, a downloadable one. Guys, this is the one. You guys waiting for this. Now, a lot of comments saying, can you show us how to do the pet portrait? Like, you know, that regal one, the old painting style, the one that everyone loves, that funny one. So I thought, let me just do the video because you guys need to see it. So I'm just going to go through a few things. Just want to go through it very quickly, just show you. I mean, look, there are many different types of pet portraits, right? All kinds of types, guys. You know, there's all types of watercolor pet portraits, you know, color pencil style, vintage style, old painting style. It's this cartoon style. There's so many different types. But this vintage oil painting style has really captured people's imagination. It's really fun, quirky, and it's just an absolute. It just puts a smile on your face, you know. But before I get going with this, as usual, if you love digital products, you love creating, searching, and selling all of that amazing digital stuff, then please hit the like, subscribe, smash that notification bell so you can get more of videos in your feed. All of my designing, creating, researching, you love all of that, then just don't forget, hit that button. So anyways, we're going to look at, firstly, I'm just going to break it down. I want to show you some really cool examples, ones that are making some fantastic passive income, and then I'm actually going to show you how to create one. Okay, I want to go through the steps and hopefully show you exactly how you can make the same. Okay, so without further ado, let's go. So check it. I'm looking at 3 different examples. Now these are from 3 different sellers, right? This is a bestseller, boom. 20 plus in a basket, popular, boom. It's $25, $25, $19. Oof, 30% sell though, right? Really cool. Look at these. Got all these beautiful regal costumes. You know, this is a king and queen sort of clothing. I like the mock. Actually, I like the information here on the side for the listing. I tell you what makes something sell well is how the information, what information you get from the seller. If there's clarity there, not only in the images but also in the information. So you can see here, it's just telling you need to send a picture of the dog. In this case, you need to send again a picture of the dog, and literally they'll do everything else. So in this case, you just need to really primarily have the head showing when you take the picture for your pet, and then send it in. Simple as that. And it's showing you in this case lots of different examples of clothing. And actually it's quite nice. He's showing you also all the all those portraits like on canvases and so on. So it's really cool. Let me just see the video very quickly. Like I said, if you're going to do listing, make sure you got video as well, guys. It goes a long way. Really good for that click-through rate. Nice little video there. Nice little slideshow showing you some examples. Really cool, really nice. Okay, that's so wicked. All right, now how much is this seller making? Let's just have a quick analysis. Wait, let me just get out of this because this slideshows actually give me a... Right, so let's do a quick analysis, right? I want to touch on a few things as well. I'll show you why this is so good. Now this one in particular is making $5,218 per month. It has an estimated sales of 174 sales per month. Which is pretty good, right? Pretty cool, pretty good. Now I'll tell you one thing about this. Now this particular store has these tags, right? This is what's ranking for. Now this is what's good about this. These pet portraits are fantastic gifts. People love these pet portraits, and especially also as Q4 is approaching, it's a really good addition to any store if you can fit it somehow, right? Obviously, you want to make sure that in your store, you don't just have just throw all kinds of stuff, selling all kinds of stuff, because the Etsy algorithm only really favors those stores that kind of, they understand. So definitely also, especially at the beginning, you need to make sure that all your products that you sell sort of relate somehow, okay? Relate somehow. you know, and also that you've got those sections nice and clear for when the custom comes into the store as well, so they know how to navigate around the store. I'll give you a lot of tips, guys, as I go along, if I can. But look at this. This is very interesting for me. Now, obviously, I use my SEO software, Everbee. Check out the link in my description. I use it for everything that I need to do in terms of ranking, in terms of researching. Very, very important tool if you want to actually, when you're selling and you want to rank and you want to find stuff out about, you know, what other people are doing. So do check it out, all right? So what this is good is it tells you all the volumes for these particular keywords, and it also tells you the competition, right? Anything that has a decent keyword score also, you know, that definitely helps. So, you know, even when you got numbers like, although it might be quite low, but, you know, 20 still counts towards something. So pet portraits, you've got the volume, which is 5,876. 377,000 is the competition. It may seem quite a lot, but listen, everything that you can rank for helps. Obviously, you want to rank for low competition keywords, which is definitely the key. And, you know, even something like this, look, this can work quite well. Cat dog portrait, a volume of 3,535, competition of 55,000. Now, we're getting to some even better ones here. Royal pet portrait, 795 per month volume, people searching for it, has a competition of 9,467. That's pretty good, guys. That's pretty good. And what it is, it's about adding all these keywords and having them then your title and so on, so that you're able to get yourself ranking quickly. And the less saturated the keywords are, the better. So look at this, regal pet. So if you got something in your keywords like regal, you know, you got regal pets, for example, you know, this one has a volume of 488. So 488 people sit on Etsy every month and type in regal pet. And the competition for this particular keyword is 4,754. That's a fantastic keyword to get into. King, queen pet. So this is where this seller's got king and queen pet, because that's what they're selling as well as part of their portraits. And they've highlighted this in particular. So 205 people search for this particular keyword. Competition of 1,943. That's absolutely fantastic keyword to have there. There's also vintage pet portrait. So there's also custom pet portrait. So what I'm trying to say is there are some interesting, good keywords within this niche. And this is why it's good to get into. And this is why it's something that you should try and consider selling. The other thing is it's in the kind of custom personalization market. And if anybody knows that the custom personalization, if you like, arena is a really good one to get into, because people like individual. People like things custom made. So check this one out. Here's another one, another listing from another seller. 12 in 12 baskets at the minute, right? You got a really nice, again, another pet portrait with that sort of regal style, that vintage style, that oil painting style. Let's see how much this one is making. This one is making estimated monthly revenue of $6,741 per month, guys. Fabuloso, right? Absolutely fantastic. Look, people love these and they like even to comment on these. Look at this one. This actual listing's got 2,291. Now, I know it's been around for a bit, but people love commenting. People love to show off their pet portrait. There's loads of images at the bottom here of the pet portraits that are sold from the seller. Look, people love to show these images off of what they've got. You know, they're very proud and very happy with these. Look at this one with the dog next to it. That's wicked. Check that out. People love it. So what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of, you know, a lot of interest in this, and that's what you want to get into if you can. You want to get into something that has a lot of interest, and people love their pets, you know. So it's a good thing to get into. So let me just go up again, guys. Yeah, so this one's making good money, as I said, and again, it's got all these really cool mock-ups to show you. Well, these are really funny though. I must say, look at this one. This one's got so many different types. Choose your background. Here's another one. Look at this one. Wow, that's one. Regal cat. Check out the cat, man. Woo. This is so cool. Look at this one. Yeah, boy. Look at that cat. Looks ready. Look at that dog as well. They're very regal. So how much is this one making? It's in demand. 11 people bought this. 11 people bought this in the last 24 hours. It's got a sale on it, so I guess it's going to attract people to it. Right, so let's see how much this is making per month. If it wasn't on a sale, it would be $14,875 per month. That is absolutely mad for one listing. One listing, guys. That's pretty good. But don't forget, it's got 50% sale on it. Even though it's making a lot of money, a lot of cash. So, okay, so we understand. We've had a look. Now let's have a look and see how we're going to do this. Now, first of all, I'm going to break it down. Now, I've done stuff on MIDJOURNEY, right, before. Now, I've done these like images and so on. But I must say, one thing about MIDJOURNEY, it does have its limitations for things like this. Now, what I could do is I can definitely create a background like I've done here. A sort of vintage style oil paint. Let me just show you this a bit closer. I can definitely show you this oil painting sort of style. But the thing is, to do the dog or the cat or the pet, you need to get the picture from the customer. Now this one was created purely, the whole thing is a prompt. So you could actually create something like this and then get the image of the dog that you get from the customer and then put it on top. That can work because obviously this is pure, it's a pure prompt, right? A pure MIDJOURNEY prompt. So what I'm trying to say is it's probably not the best way to do it through MIDJOURNEY. If you're going to do like a custom one, it doesn't work as well. So I definitely suggest using another software. And I think the best software that I know to do this would be Photoshop, because this is the best one to get it really cool, really accurate. So let me explain the process with this. And look, Photoshop is probably, it's a gold standard software, right? MIDJOURNEY can do some amazing stuff for you, like I've shown you in my video, some really amazing. But I think this requires a sort of higher level of skill in terms of design. So I think this is where Photoshop really comes into play. So without further ado, I'll put a link in my description as well for if you want to be able to check out Photoshop for a free trial and so on. But look, I've got Photoshop, right? Photoshop is here, it's up and ready. Now what I need to do is, the first thing is I need to get like a vintage style background because I want to superimpose the sort of pet's head onto the body, if you like. That's how it works. So I'm gonna go to something called like, it's called Wikimedia Commons, right? Wikimedia Commons, where you can actually get like images that are copyright free. And there's other websites that you can do that as well, you can get from. So what I did was I went here and I typed in oil painting Admiral, right? I just typed in Admiral. You can type in loads of things. You might type in 17th century, 18th century, 19th century, oil paintings. There's many different types. But obviously I want something that's copyright free so that I'm able to use it. And so that's what I typed in. And then obviously I looked around. There's quite a lot here actually, cool ones. But I'm going to go with, I think that's Admiral Nelson's painting, this middle one. Let me check this out. Let me click this one. I like this one. Yeah, this is Admiral Horatio Nelson. Boom! So this is obviously something that we are able to use because all of these images are in the public domain and they are free media repositories, so copyright free. So we're able to use these, okay? So just double check what images you're using. Make sure you're using the copyright free one. So I can download it. There's different sizes I can download it. I like to get like a really good resolution. I think that's important. To be honest, I can also make sure the resolution is pretty good on Photoshop. But let me just go for a full resolution. Download that. That looks pretty good to me. Very, very grainy, but let's have a look. Save that as. I'm going to save that in my downloads, right? And click Admiral Nelson. Admiral Nelson! Okay, so got that there. Now I can go back and open up Photoshop. Yep. Let me open up Photoshop. Now, what I've done here is, remember, you just got to make sure that you get the right size. The customer is going to ask you for a specific size, right? So traditionally, a lot of these will give you options, right? And the thing is, what you need to do as well, how it works for you is, you will probably need to, if you're going to send you can either send a digital download, right, as an option. So for example, if I go to option here, you can see, look, a digital file there. You can see that's an option for this customer. It's $25. Obviously, it's going to be cheaper than having a canvas. But the other thing is, you might want to offer canvas size, right? And like I said, with canvas, you're going to need to do something like hook up PRINTIFY. Whoops, that's from my last video. Let me go to catalog, guys. So for my last one, you will need to obviously go to PRINTIFY, hook up PRINTIFY to your store. So you might have a canvas. Here's a canvas, for example. There's different types. So you want to find a canvas size that you can link, that you can offer the seller. Okay. So just check out PRINTIFY, hook it up to your store so that you're able to sell a physical canvas product, right, to them. But let's say we're doing a digital file, right, for the sake of argument right now. Let me just go to, where is that one gone? For the sake of argument, right? So, but as a size, I'm going to look at 8 by 10 inch. There's different sizes that you can offer, but obviously ask the customer as well. But have in mind what your offer is. Don't forget, have in mind, make sure that you check PRINTIFY, see what canvas sizes there are, so that you know what option to give to offer, basically. But let's say I'm going to go for an 8 by 10, right? So I typed in 8 in the width, height 10, 300 resolution, right? Make sure the quality is good. That resolution needs to be good. And like I said, guys, I would definitely, Photoshop is an amazing software. It's a grade A, gold standard software, and it can be used for so many things. But it's always a case of, you know, a higher level design skill is needed. You know, if you're going to do something with a higher skill level, then Photoshop is for you. You know, I use CANVA, I use KITTL, I use MIDJOURNEY. But when it comes to like the really high skill level that needs really a lot of designing, then I'll definitely go with Photoshop, right? So then what I'll do is I'll click the custom page and I'll click create, right? There you go. So then what I'm going to do is I've got an image, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to place embedded, and what I want to do is I want to get my image of Horatio Nelson, and I'm going to get that image, and it's actually a good resolution already. I'll get that on my page. Okay, so that's an 8 by 10 inch 300 res. I want to get this on my page still. I can increase the res anyway. What's good about Photoshop, you can increase the res quite easily as well. So that's a pretty cool thing you can do. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to increase the size. Okay, let's get that size increase. Okay, just going to cover up the whole page. Right, click enter. There you go. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go file, open, get a picture of the pet that was, let's say, a picture of a pet that was sent, and click open, right? And that was obviously sent. Oh, isn't that cute? What a cute dog. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the lasso tool. On the right, you got all these different tools. And literally, I'm just going to use the lasso to cut out, use the head, and then literally what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and edit, copy, go back to my Admiral Nelson, and then paste. Go edit and paste. Okay, and then I'm going to use the move tool to reduce the size. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to also switch the dog's head looking the other way, because the whole body for in the portrait is facing that way. So I do need to turn the dog the other way. Wait, what have I done? So there you go. That looks cool. Right? That looks cool. Now I gotta work on this. Okay, so what we'll do is we will go to the lasso, select the admiral's head, and then what we're trying to do is really we're trying to sort of, oh, let me just make sure I got the whole thing. Sort of trying to remove the head without like and leaving it nice background, if you like. So what we do, we go to edit, go to fill, and go to content aware. Okay, so we're using content aware. Let's click content aware, click OK. And what this is it's really nice because it just gives you the background that actually exists behind the head. So it looks pretty good. It's amazing. I mean, look at that. It's an amazing tool, right? Select. Okay. And then what we need to do is we need to got that and then go back and then just bring back the dog's head. All right. Click. Okay, so bring back the visibility for the pet. So I've superimposed the pet's head back, if you like, after taking away the admiral's head. And yeah, so now, okay, so I need to set up a layer mask there, get a layer mask there. Then I need to get the brush tool with a 0 hardness tip. Oops, what's that? I go back to normal. The normal general brushes. Let's go to the normal brushes. Okay, here we go. Let's go to a 0 tip. 0 hardness. Okay. 0 hardness with a 5000. Yeah, that's about right. 5000 pixels. 0 hardness. Okay. Okay, so then what I need to do is after I've added the mask, I've gone to the eraser tool, which is there. And then from the eraser tool, I've chosen a hard round. No, actually, which one did I choose? Yep. A brush, hard round brush. A soft brush. I've chosen a size 88 and hardness 0 brush. Okay. Because what this is quite good because actually I can rub out and get close. And also because it's quite furry, it'll be quite appropriate to use because it won't, like, it's not a hard edge. So let me just show you very quickly. Let me just zoom in. Control plus, those of you that don't know, and just let me go across so you can actually see what I'm doing. So what I'm doing is now is using this sort of kind of, it's kind of the edge is quite soft, but look at it. It gets rid of whatever I need to. You can see it there. And this requires just a little bit of time just to make sure that you get everything right, that you're getting really close. I mean, don't forget, this is pretty close right now, yeah? Step edit, step back. Any mistakes, just say undo eraser. The good thing is when you keep clicking, right? Look at this hard edge there. See that? You can see that. And then what appears is that background, that nice, cool background of that vintage oil painting background. That's what you want to appear. So you keep working on it, keep going around, zoom in, zoom out, control minus. This bit is a bit like, this is what you have to look. I can get rid of these big bits now. It's not too bad, but it's when I get real close, I just want to make sure that I get it right. So that's what you need to do, and you keep working around until you get to, you know, to the next sort of area. So you keep going around. See, look at this. Still, till it reveals itself. Look at that. Gee, look at that. See, look, I'm just giving you an idea of how it's coming across. Look at that. Looks wicked, right? So give me a couple of minutes. Let me just run this, give it a good work on it. Make sure I get this one correct. Okay, so I'm getting most of that. I've gotten most of that sort of most of the stuff cleared from the background, right? And got the head in the sort of the pretty much the right place where I want it. Just adjust slightly. No, I want it to stay that way. Yeah. Okay, just make sure you adjust the head right. And then what you want to do is then you want to start doing some filters. So what we need to do, we need to go up to the layer and we need to right click, and then we need to click on convert to smart object. That way we can actually work on it without actually affecting anything. We can do the filters. And then what we need to do is we need to go to filter. Apologies. We need to go to filter. So after selecting, go to sharpen, then unsharpen. All right, give it more of that grainy look. You can see it's already gone grainy. Can you see? Less grainy now, more grainy. Can you see how grainy it looks? So I'll probably keep it a little bit grainy, about 100. Yeah, maybe 1. Radius. Probably 1. Maybe click and then click OK. Yep, so click OK on that. Go to filter again. Let's go to filter gallery. Do some more bits. And then do some paint daubs. Oh, look at that one. Let's go to paint daubs. Let's go to brush size. Oh, no. Let's get back. Yeah. So we got to go to image, go to adjustments. Look at the levels. Make sure that we got some decent levels. Just put it, where should I put it? I need to see this. So look, this is really cool, right? Because what it does, it gives you that. Look at that. I mean, look at that. That's pretty amazing. And what that does is it washes out a little bit. That's a bit too dark. Even this one, bring it in the piece. Oh, that's so good. Look at that. It's actually almost like matching that background. It's actually it's actually amazing. Look at that. So, yeah, so playing around with the levels is very interesting. And then click OK when you're happy. Okay. And then, go to color balance. Where are you? Where are you? Okay. Yep. Go to color balance. Check off the preserve luminosity. And now look at this. This one's really cool because you want to get the color. You want to get that kind of color right as well. Just kind of. You got to gauge it. That's too green. Look at that. Bring that. That's too much red. That's pretty good. Yeah, it needs a bit of that yellow, actually. Yeah. It's not too bad, that one. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, so basically, I mean, pretty much what you'd need to do then is you need to just flatten the image. That means it becomes one piece because at the moment it's layers. And then what I would do is I'll do a bit more adjustment, brightness, contrast, maybe a bit of color balance, just to make sure that the dog and the background also, they match up quite well. But in essence, this is how you would kind of do it. And then what I'll do is I would obviously just make sure that the export it. So file, export it. You can export it as a PNG. Yeah, so what you can do is you can always adjust the sizes, the res, which is really cool in Photoshop. But essentially, once you're happy with it, you can flatten the image, which is here, layer, flatten image, and then you can just file, export it, where is it? Export as a PNG, let's say. Yeah, that's all you need to do. Just make sure you get it all right, check everything. And that's literally how you would produce a vintage regal pet portrait that looks like they're from the 17th century, ready to go for the custom pet. So guys, that is it really. I hope you liked the video. If you did like the video, hit like, subscribe, smash that notification bell. But like I said, Photoshop is the one really for this kind of thing. And if you've got any questions, drop it in the comments below. Don't forget to check out the videos coming next. I shall see you on the next one. Take care.